one Optimus Prime that didn't come with a matrix, and now we finally got a spare matrix that we can give you. Let's see, how do we it's supposed to go in here. I know it's supposed to go in here. How's this work?
Hello friends, and welcome back. And today we were supposed to be talking about this guy. This was the one I was planning to review next, because this guy is awesome. But this came in, and I'm sorry, Waspinator, but I got to talk about this first. It's okay. You're a good little murder hornet. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're an adorable little murder hornet. But we'll talk about him next time. Oh, I swear nothing is wrong with me. I am perfectly fine and well adjusted. Anyway, the Matrix. Oh, man. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this so far, which is amazing because it really only does two things. Now, normally I like to show off the packaging. I have a picture of the side panel, which actually shows Rodimus Prime on there. Maybe a hint of what's coming. Maybe not. I don't know. But unfortunately, they're remodeling my office at work, and it was the perfect size box to put stuff in to move out of my office. So it's in storage at the moment. But yeah, here it is. The Studio Series Matrix of Leadership. It is here. So let's start things off with the worst part about this, which is the base. Yeah, I know, right? Terrible. Horrible thing to say. But yeah, it's a base. It's a display base with nice sculpted detail on it that is lost because of all the swirly plastic that is used to make this. It makes a lot of this detail really disappear when you're looking at it just in hand. And it does feel like, sort of cheap, flimsy plastic. It's got Autobot logo on both sides, picked out in paint. Hollow underneath, nothing special. Nothing fancy. It's a display base, so you can put your matrix on it, and it does what it's supposed to. And yeah, I mean, it looks like the Matrix of Leadership, because it's the Matrix of Leadership. I don't know what you'd be expecting. But it has nice sculpted detail all the way around. I love the sculpting here. A little faceted, spiky, gemstone look here. And you can see, made out of a very sparkly plastic, which looks really, really cool. Nice silver paint on all the little bits and bobs. No paint on the handle, which I feel is kind of a disappointment. But here on the back, there's the back, right there. You can see they've actually covered up the screw holes on this, which is fantastic. Don't normally see that from Hasbro. And yeah, so now mine came in the box with this piece just floating around inside there. But we'll go ahead and take that off anyway. So as you can see, this whole front half comes off. Got little pins right here for little metal connectors down here. I'm about to knock that whole thing over. And this is, of course, how you put in your batteries. It does take 3 AA batteries, not included, 2 up here, 1 down here. And then you just put this back in. You can see there's a little white dot right there and a little white dot right there that tells you how to line up your halves here. And it is a little tricky getting it in there, but once you get it in, you just rotate it into place and you're good to go. Now right now I have it set into USB mode, so if you come back here, we'll open this back up, you have a switch right here. This side is for USB, this side is for battery, and of course you have your USB 3 port in right there. So if you have this set to USB and you have it plugged in and you get it started, it will stay on forever. And then if you have it in batteries, once you get it started, it will turn off after a short time. Should also note that when you're in battery mode, when you start to close this, and we'll show this off here, the back side, the lights turn off. When you're in USB mode, the lights stay on. But yeah, I mean, there it is. It is very heavy. I will say that. I don't know how heavy it is exactly, but it's got some serious heft to it, which I'm sure is all the electronics in here because there is a lot of light in here. But anyway, let's Open this up and let's switch it into battery mode so we can do all the things that it do, which is not much. So this won't take long. So this disc back here, this is a button. And when you press the button, you get that, and the lights turn on and they pulsate. And you can see I did not adjust the lighting on my camera. That is just how bright this is, that it's drowning out my normal lights and making the whole thing look dark. Which is crazy. But yeah, that's what it's doing. And if we start to open this, you can see how the back side here, there's no lights. The lights will come on when you open it all the way, unless you have this in USB mode. But anyway, the next thing you do, of course, is to light our darkest hour and open the thing all the way. And you'll see you close that. And when you close it, the music will quiet down and stop. The entire song is not in here. It only plays part of the song. Obviously, because I would obviously get copyright struck because I'm a nobody on YouTube. There's no chance I will play as much as it actually does play. But it'll do that every time you open it. And it is very, very cool. It's a cool effect. Now, I will say, I don't know if you notice that or not, but when you open it up on the back, these lights don't pulsate, they just light up. If you don't want it to make any sound, say you want to display it open, once it starts making sounds, if you press this button twice, it will shut up. And once you do that, it stays shut up permanently until you restart it, and you do that by pressing and holding the button until it powers off, and then you can turn it back on and sounds are back on. If there's one thing I would do differently, I would probably chrome the inside here, because you imagine the light reflecting off of that chrome making this whole thing just glow even more than it already is. Because I mean, the camera is darkening because of how bright this is, but I mean, this sucker lights up a room. It really does. And I think that would look really cool if that inside was chromed like that. So if you want this to be in USB mode, you can just reach in here and pull that side out. And that will keep this with permanent access to that USB port if you want to have it closed. Now the display stand is made to where you can have it displayed open as well as closed. So if you want it displayed like that, you totally can. Now for comparison, because I do have this. So there's never been an official Matrix of Leadership toy made until now, and now there's two. There's this one from Habro, and then there's one from Killer Body. It's a little smaller one. I forgot what company made this. This is a third-party company, indicated by the fact that you have a cutout for an Autobot symbol there, but no Autobot symbol. This was a gift many years ago from my friend John. He got one of these for me and for Tony. Obviously, as you can see, this is a much smaller piece. Feel like this is a little bit more of a manageable size, you know, compared to me. Look at that. You can see the light going through that. That's how bright that is. That's crazy. Now, of course, this had little hooks that you could pull up to hang it on a chain if you wanted to hang it on a chain. That just tuck away. No such thing here, so no real way to hang that on a chain if you would want to. And then, of course, this one doesn't make any sounds, but it does light up when you open it. But this one is spring-loaded, and that spring is like one of those exercise machine spring things for upper body strength. It takes a lot of pull to open this thing up. Display base here, again, hollow plastic, but it's a lot more solid plastic. But, yeah, I mean, this looks more like it did in the movie. The obvious difference being the size here. This is just a much bigger, much more impressive, even though this one's a little bit more of a manageable size, I would think. And of course, they painted this silver. They left these gray. I do wish these were silver. I think that would be my one critique here. But yeah, all in all, this is an amazing piece. I'm not sure I would say it's necessarily as amazing as it costs, if I'm being perfectly honest. Because, you know, it doesn't do a lot of the things that a lot of things that cost this much do. You know, somebody who collects a lot of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai stuff, I'm kind of spoiled on things that do a whole lot of stuff for, you know, the same amount of money. But still, it's a great piece, and I've had so much fun screwing around with this thing, which is, you know, crazy. Considering everything I've shown here is all that it does. That's all it does. It plays the song or it doesn't play the song. It lights up or it doesn't light up. You can open it and you can close it. That's it. But it's still cool. It's still fun. Glad that I have it in my collection. It's going very close to my Ecto 1 and my Proton Pack that stay completely lit up permanently, and it will be doing the same thing. But yeah, that's going to be it. So of course I got this from Hasbro Pulse. They just started shipping out. So if you've got yours on order, hopefully you will get it soon. I do recommend it. That's going to be it for me, guys. Y'all have a good one.